he plays the game. Big parlays for some big time change. In the transfer portal he evaluates, reviewing high school film to see who gets a slate. College football analysis will have you amazed. Rico knows and he's here to stay. He's in the know. Yeah, he's in the know. Gotta get his picks, you know. If you don't, you'll be losing dough. Not something that you can't afford. In the transfer portal he evaluates, reviewing high school film to see who gets a slate. College football analysis will have you amazed. Rico knows and he's here to stay. He's in the know. Yeah, he's in the know. Gotta get his picks, you know. If you don't, you'll be losing dough. And that's something that you can't afford. In the transfer portal he evaluates, reviewing high school film to see who gets a slate. College football analysis will have you amazed. Rico knows and he's here to stay. UFC, yeah, he'll help you win the card. It's easy, baby, he makes it look hard. Sports betting and the picks are free. Rico knows and he's the GOAT, you see. In the transfer portal he evaluates, reviewing high school film to see who gets a slate. College football analysis will have you amazed. Rico knows and he's here to stay.
Yo, shout out to me, man. I don't even fade it in or fade it out or nothing. I just want to talk to you guys for a second. Yo, UFC, I'll win the card. What up, y'all? This is Rico Knows. We're going to talk about the results from UFC Fight Night last night. Usman versus Buckley. If you don't know the deal, I'm Rico Knows, and I pick fights for a living. Been doing this for about 3 years now. Shout out to all the MVPs. We have over 6,000 members across all the platforms. I'm not talking about followers. I'm not talking about subscribers or viewers or any of that stuff. Listen, MVPs. There's thousands of them. Figure it out. Go talk to them. It's what we do. Well, this is what I do. Okay, shout out to MVPs. I'm gonna say this. Last night we had a total of 27 plays on the card. 27 different individual plays that you could have taken that I gave you on this fight card, and we hit on 24 of them. It's kind of hard. It's kind of hard not to go. Wait, no Diddy. It's kind of difficult not to go green when I'm going 24-3 on my picks, bro. I'm just letting you know. But that does not stop an MVP from DMing me this morning and telling me, Rico, I'm down $2,500. I'm not joking. The dude was out here messing with this Mansour Abdul-Malik. He was out here messing with this Omar Sy dude. They don't watch the videos. They don't watch the videos. They think they know better than me. That's crazy. But let's go talk about these fights. Shout out to you guys on the Discord server, Patreon, YouTube, wherever you find us. Remember, we have 250,000 people following me on all the platforms, but it's the MVPs that make this world go round. It's what makes it possible. But let's talk about the fights and what we saw in the fights and whatever we say. So, pre-fight, I made a video. And I talked to you guys about Jamie Lynn Horth versus Vanessa Demopoulos. And I already told you, the UFC is promoting Vanessa Demopoulos as this girl who's pretty. She does the splits at weigh-ins. She's flexible. She's an all-you-can-eat buffet. She's worth your price of admission. I got it. And Jamie Lynn Horth is not pleasant to the eye. She's not pleasing to the eye. Nobody wants to see her model anything. And she's in shape. We don't care. Put a shirt on. Go back inside. You troll. You live under a bridge. I get it. There's no appeal there. But when it comes to fighting, this was a simple, easy evaluation. We have a 125-pound fighter in Jamie Lynn Horth. She's one of the bigger 125s out there. And she's fighting one of the smaller 115s out there, and Vanessa Demopoulos. She took this fight on short notice. Shout out to Vanessa. What do we see? Vanessa has no ability to fight whatsoever. I don't care. They'll talk about her jiu-jitsu and her threat for this, that, or that. It's all just fandom and nonsense. They will gas her up in the booth, on TV broadcasts. That's why we don't listen to these guys, okay? Because we know what I'm saying. Van Horth, last time I saw her fight, she was fighting a minus 1,000 favorite and Macy Barber. Macy Barber, 1,000 favorite, still lost a round. So Van Horth has it. Now, in this particular fight, what I didn't like about Van Horth was you could have gotten this girl out of there. You beat the ever-living pulp out of her, and you just didn't get it. You just didn't finish. You don't have a killer instinct because you were fighting probably the easiest fight of your entire life. This is as bad as Moutinho. Like, there was some unsanctioned fights. Like, there was some things that shouldn't be sanctioned going on in Atlanta. There really was. It was terrible. These people should not be fighting each other. It's harmful to the loser. She got pummeled. She got beat. Took life-altering damage, that kind of deal. And this was an easy pick. Now, for the most part here, guys, I know nobody's impressed. Rico, you made a 590 a lock. Well, listen, I don't care about none of that. Our locks are hitting at 74%. So if I tell you a lock is a lock, it is what it is. Figure out how to make profits off of it, but the locks all hit. Shout out to me. But we have Jamie Lynn Horth here, minus 590. I knew that was going to happen. But more importantly, I gave you guys another lock, which was the minus 190. Told you take her by points because we're going to go the distance. Vanessa Demopoulos almost let us down. Didn't last for points, but she did. So shout out to her. That's why I go the distances over here. And a double chance to win by points or knockout was the other options, I believe. But it's all good. We got it done. Shout out to us, and we hit a bunch of bets there. Congratulations to the MVPs who trusted the analysis and rocked with it. Next fight. Fresh Prince of Bel-Air versus Loosa. So you have Phil Rowe, goes by the Fresh Prince. Looks like Will Smith before he was kissing men, and I don't know what he does nowadays. Anyways, Phil Rowe going into this fight, I told you I didn't believe in him. I thought Loosa was going to close the distance, get takedowns, and dominate this fight in a phone booth. And Phil Rowe's fancy on the outside, but there's really nothing too dominant about him on the inside. And for 2 rounds, we looked 100% correct. And this is the only miss of the night where I didn't have a good read on what's going on. I think I still had a good read. I just didn't get it right. And that's the reality of the situation. There's going to be 14 fights on a card. I'm going to get, I think this particular card had 13 fights and one was a no contest. So, but there's 13 fights on a card and I'm going to get the majority of them right. Well, in this particular case, I got it wrong. Loosa did what I wanted him to do, got the takedown, was dominant, wins the first 2 rounds, and then just got really tired and has a lot of quit in him. And this is the second or third time I've seen him mentally and physically quit within the cage. And we got to remember that. He does have that quit button. Although he's very muscular, looks imposing, he's got the ability to just quit on you. And it's not good to see. Like, I just don't like it. On the other side, Phil Rowe wins this fight. He wins this fight with cardio. I think the ability to just stand in front of your opponent, take the punches, and just keep standing there. The presence to stand there and put pressure with octagon control, essentially, it eventually won him this fight. Of course, he had to throw strikes and bring down the pain and just let it start raining. And it's crazy. It's crazy the way he won this one. He held that man's face in place and then just hit the back of his own hand until it hit that guy's face. It's a really awkward way of fighting. It looked like almost like a street fight. But what it is somebody had more will to win. And Phil Rowe's back was against the wall. And he just had the desire to win more. And I like people who have that dog in them. But if you take down Phil Rowe, he's not getting back up. I saw 6 minutes of control time. I saw a very easy fighter to control from the top. Now, what you do with that is your business. Loosa did nothing with it. So, both very low-level fighters for me. I think the next time we see them in the cage, Phil Rowe might get a little more respect from Vegas just because of his cardio and his desire to win and stuff like that. But the reality is the skill set's just not there. It's not that good. He's fine. He can put some pain on the end of his punches and stuff, but I wasn't impressed with Phil Rowe, even though he found a way to win. It's more telling that Loosa just isn't that dog. He just doesn't have that way to finish a fight. So it is what it is. Yes, it's the only miss of the night, but remember, it was a miss in the leans column. Knocked us down 1. We got 4 out of the 5 leans, right? And then when you look over here, we went over rounds. Not go the distance, over rounds, and the over rounds hit. So still did pretty decent for the MVPs who took the prop over the money line. It is what it is. It was a coin flip, and I tend to get those coin flips right. In that particular one, I missed, but the next 4 coin flips, I got them all right. So you can't really beat that. When I tell you guys it's a lean, and you're staring at 69% accurate on leans right now, guys, flip a quarter. Flip a quarter and try to get it to go to 69% accurate. We're going to get heads 69% of the time. Good luck. I'm doing that. I'm just letting you know I'm doing that. Next fight. Ricky Simone, Cameron Smotherman. I think it's hilarious, bro. Word just got out. Ricky Simone put Cameron Smotherman up against the cage and said, "You're arrested. You're under arrest." You're under arrest. Cameron Smotherman says, "Yo, that's racist." He called racism. Listen, man, I deal with this all the time. You just say something and people call you racist, or they say it's racism. Obviously, it's not racism. Everybody gets arrested. You can be under arrest. What he's really saying is he's gonna get wrist control and dominate you up against the cage. You got nowhere to go. You're under house arrest. You're under this arrest. Whatever, right? But, like, here's what I want to say to you, man. If you think somebody's being racist, kick his ass. That's what they always say. Hey man, I catch you slipping. I'm gonna do this. Okay, man, you were in a cage. Go make it. Go represent for your people. Go make us proud. Do what you do. Now, Cameron Smotherman, he did impress me in the third round because he didn't quit and he threw some bombs and bangers. But Ricky Simone has a rinse and repeat style where he's just going to get the takedown, dominate you. And it was a masterclass for 2 rounds, and 2 rounds was enough. Granted, he won on 2 scorecards, 30-27. He shouldn't have won that last round on any scorecards, but they still gave it to him. It doesn't matter. He was an easy pick for me. He was a lock all week. I don't believe in Cameron Smotherman, even though he took the fight on short notice and they talk about all his striking and how fancy he is. I just don't believe in him. I don't think he's a great fighter. He doesn't have the ability to really grapple. Excuse me. Kim's bringing me breakfast in the middle of the show. I apologize. Thank you so much. Holy smokes, she made me a gourmet meal for Father's Day. Happy Father's Day to all you guys out there. Let me get focused on this video.
Sorry.
No, you don't have to apologize, sweetie. You look beautiful, by the way. Anyways, my dog is going to bug me because I'm not eating the food. All right, so let's go fast. Ricky Simone. Good fighter. We hit the locks. Feels pretty good. And I put out a lock between Ricky Simone and Rowe before the entire fight card videos and everything else. I put it on the Discord server with the MVPs. By the way, shout out to the MVPs on Discord. We got people who don't know how to get on the Discord server. I don't know what to tell you. We made videos showing you how to do it. I know we had a guy show up last night, and he was like, how do I get connected? Right here. And he never got connected again. I get green checks. Dude says, how do you connect? I told him how to do it. I even gave him a step-by-step, told him there's a video posted. He never connected. Never showed back up. That's unfortunate, man, because when you come in here, I was giving out props before everything, and I told you Ricky Simone and Rose Namajunas is a -148. It's my favorite lock on the whole entire card, and I didn't even put it on the actual chart, but I gave it out to the MVPs on the Discord server. I eventually posted it on Patreon as well. But sometimes you get plays that nobody sees. Anyways, back to the fights. Cody Durden versus Jose Ochoa. I told you I don't believe in Cody Durden. Cody Durden, the idea of Cody Durden is much better than he is himself. Yes, he's a wrestler. He's a grappler. He's tough. He's got a schnoz you love to hit. And then Jose Ochoa is just a young guy who's a gunner. And what this should tell you is Loner Kavanaugh is elite, because Loner Kavanaugh beat Jose Ochoa 30-27, right? We're doing MMA math here. Loner Kavanaugh is elite, and we know that. We picked him. Jose Ochoa is just the nicest with it. So obviously in his last fight, he took his first L. And then he comes back out here, and he's able to fend off takedowns, strike dynamically, and that second round, he comes out, he throws a left, then he throws a karate kick, and then he finishes it up against the cage. And I think he finished his fight in like 3 seconds into the third round, or is 11 seconds? No, let me exaggerate. It was 11 seconds. My bad. 11 seconds into the second round, excuse me. But this was not even a competitive fight to me. 52 strikes to 12. This man was dominating. Jose Ochoa, a very dynamic striker, still very young. We're going to have to pay for him moving forward, but I'm cool with it, man. He was a -220 favorite, and I liked it. I told you it was a lean, not a lock, and that's just because I had respect for Cody Durden, but I still was on Ochoa and double chance. Ochoa's going to win by KO or points, and it was a +110 payout or a -110 payout. That's even money right there. And the reason I felt that way was because there's no way he wins by submission, so I'm with Jose Ochoa in that regard. Next fight, very easy. A murder took place. Malcolm Wellmaker, shout out to Augusta, Georgia, Siegler MMA, those are my guys, right? Fighting Chris Moutinho. I hadn't seen Chris Moutinho since he got knocked out in the first round, and then he got that all-time great ass whooping from Sugar. This should tell you how little Sugar really hits, bro. Sugar couldn't knock this guy out, and out here, Malcolm Wellmaker knocked him out. You don't need 200 strikes, bro. I need 25 of these things. And he banged him and he broke him right there in the middle of the cage in front of everybody in Atlanta. That's fine. Let me talk to you guys about something real quick. Malcolm Wellmaker, he's not the guy that they're making him out to be. This is giving him fish in the cage that he can knock out over and over and over to build excitement, right? They got so many crotch sniffers, so many people going out there doing nothing, that they want to get these knockout artists out there, these Conor McGregor, Sugar, these guys. And for me, when I watch Wellmaker fight, he has some fundamental flaws. His hands are low. He doesn't protect his chin. It's almost like Bobby Green, King Green. He rolls his shoulders really well, but he's always breathing really hard. And I think there's going to be a cardio issue if we get to the third round. And if somebody puts it on him and actually grapples with him and wrestles with him, he loses that fight. So I don't like some of the fundamental things he's doing. He's still very flashy. If we know he's fighting somebody with no chin, which they're going to pair him up with for multiple times now because they want to sell tickets. I got it. But just be careful of that. Buyer beware, right? He is 10-0. I do not see a complete MMA fighter. I'm being 100% honest. I can just see fundamental things going wrong. And the thing is his fast twitch is on point right now. Yeah, when you're young, your fast twitch is undefeated. The thing is, he's not that young. He's 29, 31 years old, somewhere around there. He's taken a while to get to the UFC. So he's not a little kid, but he relies on this fancy way of fighting, and I've seen guys get their lights put out with this fancy way of fighting. It'll happen. Not right now. I'll let you know when to fade it. But for now, we knocked it out the park. We knew that was happening. By the way, we took Malcolm Wellmaker to win this fight. It was a minus 2,500. There's no shocker, right? But I said, guys, we got to go for broke. Take him by knockout first round. And he did. So we hit that. I also told him to take him winning in the first or second round just to be safe. That was the lock at minus 175 was win first or second round. The lock value bet in the first round TKO was a 135. We hit both of them. It doesn't even matter, right? So the next fight, senior citizen fight. I told you these guys need walkers, wheelchairs, and everything else. Michael Chiesa versus Court McGee. I don't know how to say Chiesa's last name correctly. I don't know what they say. I just read it the way I was taught. Shout out to Hooked on Phonics. So phonetically, it looks like Chiesa to me. So Michael Chiesa versus Court McGee. What a boring fight. These guys could not grapple, could not utilize anything they wanted to do, so it just became a glorified kickboxing sparring match between two veterans. Very slow, very low output. I'm not on it like that, man. Court McGee should be embarrassed. Landed 51 strikes in 15 minutes. That's just not good enough. 0 for 6 in takedowns. So what do we see out here? Michael wins it, goes out there and gets it done. We liked Michael. We picked him, and that's just me getting another coin flip right now. Was it really a coin flip? The odds were minus 355. Those are stupid odds. These are even fighters. These are guys that are just equivalent. But we took Chiesa, and I told you take it by points. It was a value bet. It was a plus 125. Hope you took it straight across. You don't need to make money on parlays. You need to make money on straight across bets. You just have to trust me some days. Like when you don't see the bottom of this card filled with a bunch of fucking parlays, it's because I believe in the straights. It's because we're going to do shit like this. Your friends don't know, but I do. All right, I told you to go to the distance. Why did I think it was going the distance? Because I picked points here. It's an implied thing. It doesn't always have to be written. It's implied. Over rounds, go the distance, things like that. Once again, double chance was going to be points or submission. No knockout here. And that's exactly what hit, so we're good. Next fight, Bellato is fake as fuck. I told you guys, don't be betting on Bellato. If you want to put money on Bellato, do you got an ex-girlfriend you know? Find an ex-girlfriend who's happily married. Find an ex-girlfriend who's with somebody and she'll never come back to you. And then start sending her money. That's what it's like to bet on Bellato, okay? Just give it away, bro. Just give it away. You don't care about your coin. Give it away. I'm serious. Go to the gas station. There's some kid in line. Just be like, hey, kid, that's on me. And just start buying shit for people you don't know. Just, hey, yo, that's on me. I got you. Don't worry about it. Go to the drive-thru and go to the window and be like, yo, I'm paying for my meal and the car behind me. And then just drive off. Do your good deed, whatever it is. But stop giving money to casinos, sports books, and having them build casinos. Like or build towers and hotels. Don't do that, man. Don't be putting money on this Bellato dude. They said he was a minus 380 favorite. I didn't see it. I've never seen it. Vegas is going to still give it to us. He's a bum. He's a bum at heart. You know that he intentionally took this TKO because he thought he was going to get the win. He thought he was going to get he took the easy way out to get this win. It's clear as day. So Paul Craig does an illegal upkick, if you don't know what I'm talking about. Bellato's on top. Paul Craig's on his back. He does an illegal upkick. It's illegal. And he kicks this man in the face. This man gets kicked in the face. Looks at the ref and goes like this with his hands up. And he's complaining to the ref like that was an illegal hit. And then he pretends to get knocked out by it. And he lays there asleep for a little bit. And then he wakes up and he starts pretending like he's fighting the ref and he doesn't know where he's at. But when they come talk to him and they ask him, are you okay? He's like, no, I'm okay. Yeah, my neck doesn't hurt. No, I'm good. And he knows, oh, they're gonna DQ this guy for an illegal strike. And I get the win, TKO. He tried to get his money for free and not get in a fight. Oh, that's the worst type of fighter. And never mind the fact that I've never seen him beat anybody of consequence. There's not a noteworthy victory on that man's entire roster anywhere. Bellato is fake as I can't even say the F word right now. I'm so upset. Okay, and then Paul Craig leaves a lot to be desired. Paul Craig's lost a lot of fights recently, and you're going to keep getting these crazy odds. He is a big, strong guy. He can do some things. He's good for the first round, but Paul Craig just Can't believe him. I told you take him only because the odds were stupid, and I don't believe in Bellato. Never put money on Bellato. We're going to fade him every time we see him. Shout out to the MVPs. No contest, you get your money back. They don't pay you like that. You're good. All right, next fight. Alonzo Menifield versus Umar Sy. Umar Sy was a minus 700 favorite. Sometimes it was minus 800 when I made the card and stuff. And I told you guys I've never seen this Frenchman fight at minus 800. I think this is stupid. Last time I saw him in the cage, he looked lethargic, slow, did not impress me. I don't think he's great. What is this minus 800 nonsense? And then he was fighting regional dudes like this. And now you're going to fight a main card stay? Alonzo Menifield's a main card guy. And when we look at Alonzo Menifield's record, I'm like, dude, yeah, he got knocked out recently by Asmat in like a couple of seconds. I get it. He lost to Carlos Solberg. These are These are knockout artists. These are monsters. He's not fighting that. He's fighting Umar Sy. Umar Sy ain't shit. Nah, bro. Alonzo Menifield should not be a plus 520 underdog. That's what I was screaming to MVPs. And you can't just say it. You got to put it on the card. When you believe it, you got to put it there. And then put your name next to it. Put your face to it. And I want to give a real shout out to the MVPs out there. Because when this happened, the MVPs, they went to the Wins channel and they started posting how they took this man. They listened to me. Or it was not in the Wins channel. It was over here in the live stream chat. These MVPs, we're going to have to scroll way up to see this because it was early in the night. These MVPs really put their hard-earned cash and listened to me, and they put it on our boy, Alonzo Menifield. It was incredible. It was incredible. This is them all talking about Rose. Excuse me. If you didn't know, we have our live streams where we all talk together. If you're watching this right now, you're probably one of the guys who talks in here, right? But they don't know. Some of these MVPs don't even know what they're dealing with, bro. Some of these MVPs, they don't even watch the content. Alonzo Menifield, look at that. Menifield, money line. Plus 920. Money line, and will the fight go the distance? That was a heat check right there. They said, Rico, you're so hot right now. You can't miss, Rico. Heat check. Boom. I shot a 3 like I was Caitlin Clark from the logo. And it was swish up in this joint. Shout out to these dudes who believed in me, bro. There it is. Menifield. This man went by decision. You had to dig deep. You had to believe it, bro. We got it right. Menifield's just a bigger, stronger guy. Now, Menifield's not as dangerous as you guys think, but that guy, Sy, it's not a fraud check. He just sucks. He was never good. He hadn't fought anybody any good. Next fight, Cody Brundage against Mansour Abdul-Malik. Another one. I don't think Mansour Abdul-Malik deserves to be minus 1,100 against anyone. He's not knocking these guys out. He's not getting it done. I don't care. He's just not. Cody Brundage, yes, he gets TKO'd due to some headbutt. It was like a freak headbutt in the third round, so they had to go to the scorecards. I think it should have been a no contest, if you ask me. But it doesn't matter. Cody Brundage, not a very good fighter. But still, 650? That's crazy. That's crazy. So we'll go over here. Mansour Abdul-Malik, I told you guys how to bet it. Go double chance, knockout or submission. Or no, I said knockout or points. Double chance at knockout or points is minus 550. And it was by points. So it hit. All right. Cody Garbrandt. Who saw them cornrows? By the way, and Mansour Abdul-Malik. Not amazing cardio. Not that good of a fighter as far as I'm concerned. We're going to keep fading him as long as Vegas keeps giving us these crazy odds. And then Cody Brundage, we already know what he is. So, Barcelos, one of the things I was concerned with here is Barcelos was not able to wrestle the way I was hoping. So, shout out to Cody Garbrandt for having defensive wrestling. But what Cody Garbrandt doesn't have is the corazon, the heart, bro. He didn't have the heart to win this fight. Because you go into the third, and if it's 1-1, go win it. Go win it. Show us your championship pedigree. And he was exhausted. His hair was terrible. And all that fancy showing off and dodging and doing. Nah, stay home, man. You're married. Stay home. Go be with your wife. Because you're not about that life anymore. It's been 3 rounds and you got 45 strikes thrown. You're averaging 15 strikes landed a round. Cody Garbrandt missed 200 strikes landed. Right? You're good for nothing. And 0 for 7 in takedowns. Stop showing me you're a wrestler. You're 0 for 7 in takedowns. It's crazy talk. Barcelos. Tough as nails. I did not like to see his inability to get takedowns. He went 1 for 11. Maybe that's Cody Garbrandt being athletic, but if you're going to be fighting up here and you're going to win this fight, you're going to get harder fights moving forward. I do not like Barcelos' shot moving forward. Edmund Shahbazyan has made me look like a genius. I got this one right. I got them all right. So what am I doing? Right? Shahbazyan went out there and pieced up boring-ass Andre Petroski. Petroski's got all the muscles in the world. He's chiseled and everything. But if he can't get a takedown and lay on you for the whole fight, you don't win. And that's exactly what happened. Edmund Shahbazyan has incredible jab, incredible ability to strike on your feet. And for the first time, remember, he's only 27. And for the first time in a long time, actually the first time I've ever seen it, he made it the whole fight without looking exhausted. Now, that's because Petroski could not impose his will upon him and get the takedowns and wear on him. But I've seen Shahbazyan get really exhausted and not be able to fight a 15-minute fight. I think he's building up his endurance. He fought well. He looked good for all 15 minutes. He had to pace himself a little bit. But that dude cracks. He cracks. He throws some real heat. Easy win for us, 30-27, 30-27. I don't know where the 29-28 came from. I don't know who gave Petroski a round, but I like the way Edmund fought. He fought smart, intelligent, and we'll take him every single time. And Petroski, I think I got a really good read on him his last couple of fights, and we've been getting it right. Then we had Rose Namajunas versus Miranda Maverick. This is silly. Rose Namajunas is one of the greatest fighters of all time. And Miranda Maverick, you got your chance. You come up here and go do your thing. Rose Namajunas is a generational fighter among the women ranks. She's not going to lose to some random girl who struggles to implement her will. Now, don't get me wrong. Miranda Maverick is strong. We almost got in a bad situation in the second round. It doesn't matter. Rose dominated the entire first round. Most of the second round, Rose was in a spot to really tap this girl out, and then something went wrong. We even hit our bet on getting a takedown. I knew Rose would get a takedown. She got 2 of them. She's just really good with her hip throws, kind of judo tosses and stuff like that. And just her ability to strike is so dynamic and different, and she moves. I hate backing Rose because she's a head case. She's got the worst corner in the world, and she's got a predator at home with her every single day. But Rose is 32. She's no longer a kid, so maybe you can overcome, those childhood memories of what Pat Barry did to you. But Miranda Maverick on the other end, she tries. She's just limited athletically. She's limited as an athlete, but she tries really hard, and that's fine. But these odds were a gift. I told the MVPs that minus 260 on Rose is the best bargain you're going to see on the entire card because I think she's winning. We'll take her by points. I shout out to Rose, and she got it done. In the main event, speaking of a gift, I told you Joaquin Buckley's cool, man. He's really good. He is not of championship pedigree. Kamaru Usman is. Kamaru Usman, I don't know where this narrative came that he lost everything and he did. Like, I rewatched his fights, and I seen Kamaru Usman on a winning streak that lasted 8 years. I saw him lose to a head kick and not be able to implement his will on Leon the next fight because he was afraid of that head kick. But outside of that, there's not a single performance from Kamaru Usman that makes me think he's lost his step. He's not as good as he used to be. And so I was sat here and go, yo, we're getting him at plus 210 money? Are you fucking kidding me? You got to take Kamaru Usman on plus 210 money. You got to. And we watched that entire main event just laughing the whole time. Having a blast, bro. Not only did we get everything right, we're going into the main event. We're green as F, right? We're green on top of green. And we're watching the main event going, Rico knows. Rico knows. Rico knows. In 19 fight cards this year, I am 15-4 when picking main events. The two best fighters on the fight card every single week. I give away the main events for free. They're on YouTube. They're on Patreon for free every single week. I've gotten it right 15 out of 19 times when picking the two guys that are fighting. Because I've seen their entire career. I know what I'm watching. I have a good read on both of them. This is not an early prelim fight. This is not a debut. These are two guys I've been watching fight for 10 years. I know who's going to win the fight. And I've gotten it right 15 out of 19 times. Please, for the love of God, just use a unit. Every main event, just use it. Just one, bro. It doesn't matter the odds. Doesn't matter the odds. Just make some money. Make a large pizza, bro. I care about you guys. We dominate, bro. We dominate. Shout out to us. I was light on the parlays this week, but you guys see it here. Hit everything. It's green as it can be, bro. It looks like a garden out here. It's green, green, green. Hit the parlay. Hit Horth, Simone, Namajunas, it was minus 103. That flips a unit. That gets you to even money. Rose Namajunas plus 1 takedown. That's minus 195. They're in white text because they were locks. We are now 74%, over 74% on locks this year. Remember, last year was 83%. So we're at 74%, and we're almost halfway on locks. Rico, what does that mean? Well, I don't know, but I can tell you this. When it comes to picking all fights across, it doesn't even matter the odds, all the fights, 61%. Could it be better? Yes, it could. 61.5%. It could be better because, remember, I'm picking, I'll just fade every single time I see a minus 800, 900. I just fade it every single time. I could be better, but I'm not going to do that to you guys. I'm going to do the responsible thing and pick them based upon odds. We've only had a bad 3-week stretch once this year. Other than that, we've been green all year. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 15 greens, 4 reds. Kind of like the main events. 19 fight cards, 15 have been picked 50% or better. You can't do this. I don't care who out there keeps track of their numbers, who out there keeps track of their results. I don't care. Nobody's better than me. Nobody in the world. Nobody's better than me. You'll see guys on the internet, and they'll be like, this guy's going to win by knockout. I dare you to go keep track of all their wrong predictions. Go keep track of what they say. Anything I say, it's right here in 4K. We have the results here. I can't lie. I can't hide it. We keep the results rolling. When I tell you it's a lean, I'm right 68.89% of the time, 69% of the time. Shout out to 69 for all you kids out there. When I tell you it's a value bet, that's the hardest one to hit. The value bet, I'm right 41.67% of the time. Those are when we're betting on the plus 500s, the plus 200s. The value bets are tough. So we went 2 for 1 on value bets, but still, 41%. It's not terrible. We wanted around 48%, to be honest. Overall parlays, no matter how good you are at parlays, you're going to miss on parlays. Please stop betting parlays. But if you want to take a chance at them, we hit them at about 38%. Good luck with that. Parlay prop locks. If I make it green, if I make it a lock like this, or it's a prop and I can put it in white text, like go the distance, that minus 175, that minus 190. If I do any of that, we are right 55.79%. That went way up on this card, and that's doing pretty good for the year. We'll take it. Okay. Prop leans are the best ones. If I make it black like this, Malik here, going to double chance it. I make it black, go the distance, double chance, over rounds, go the distance, double chance. If I make them black, I am right 61% of the time. I've already told you. Get the card, look for the black props. Don't parlay them. Straight across. I don't give a shit if it's $10. You're going to come out on profit. Parlaying, this is the scary one right here. These are these crazy home run swings. These home run swings, the plus 350s, plus 500s, the plus whatever. Anytime I get a parlay or a prop value bet in plus money, it comes out, we get it right 33% of the time. That one's the hardest one. I know everybody's trying to hit those. I would just say to you, don't. Don't. If you hit them, congratulations, but I wouldn't chase them that hard, to be honest. And then props overall. We are at 97 out of 87, 52% on props overall. If I tell you this guy's winning by this, this guy's winning by this, this guy's winning by this, I'm only right 52% of the time when predicting method. That's typically how the props work. Either go the distance or method. Overall, for the whole year, 52% on props. But when you look at money line, 61%. Combined, you should be way green. Lock money lines. That's when I tell you it's a lock. It doesn't matter what the odds are. If I just make it green, we're going to be right 75 to 83% of the time. Your friends don't know, but Rico knows. Get at me, MVPs. Go.